Hello everybody, Ministorm here. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we worked on getting a new extension designed in here with a couple of big residential buildings that are hopefully going to feed workers into this oil refinery, and also all the attendant facilities that those buildings are going to need. And I also decided to go ahead and put in an electronics assembly hall to begin manufacturing our own electronics. Even if I have to import all the materials to do that. And so we're going to give that a try. Because if I can make my own electronics, it's going to be a significant net positive in terms of being able to get the electronics off the import board and potentially even maybe export some of them to kind of turn a profit. So, we shall see if that is going to work. Alright. So, all that's got to get built. So let's start doing that. What are we still working on? That. We also have all of this that needs to get worked on. Okay, that wasn't really a traffic jam. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at the paving. Let's get all of this queued in. To get paved. We're still having a lot of trouble staying ahead of those imports because they're just getting so expensive. Alright, so let's get back to processing some things here. Let's get a big old pile of quarry stone. Actually, I need to check something because we replaced... Yeah, that's staying full. Alright. So we replaced a bunch of the big, expensive dump trucks with some cheaper ones that were smaller. But it seems like they're able to keep up fine with the demands. So that's not an issue. This guy's got a whole bunch of steel on board. Go ahead and export that. I think it's trying to go get some fuel. Yeah, I'm not worried about that quarried stone, so you start moving in that direction. you go ahead and start moving in that direction. We gotta... Yeah, I know it's a broken vehicle. I'm working on it. Alright, well, we dumped that out. Alright, now you can continue on over here. Alright, I want to make sure that these are flagged, that we're not going to allow anyone to move into these buildings until everything is built. What does that do? Let's find out. Electrical components. Oh yeah, we gotta build this. Okay, so that's how you get that to work. All right. We're probably also going to want to have a warehouse connected to that. Or did I decide not to do that? Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to add that. Even the small one isn't going to fit. No. All right, there we go. Now there is no way this is gonna work. Hey, if it fits, it fits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, nope. Hit that button. There you go. We are actually positive at the moment. You're storing metal scrap. You're storing aluminum scrap. You're supposed to be storing steel and aluminum. Now, the metal scrap and the aluminum scrap needs to get moved. All right, let's see. You have nothing on board. All right, so you... load metal scrap. And take it here. Okay. That's not a lot of mechanical components and electrical components. And we still need to get rid of that mixed waste. All right. So you're going to load metal scrap. Let's see. Will it work? No. Well, let's... turn around and go. For now. That takes a long time to load. It's alright though. That is a number I like to see. That is a really good number to see. Now, will it hold? I don't know. I mean, we're still gonna lose, we're still gonna drop because we have to make the loan payments, and those loan payments are not insignificant. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yeah, this is not gonna be a ton, but... if we can hold positive cash flow for multiple months in a row, or once we start building some stuff in earnest, it's probably not gonna, but... All right, well, let's get them going. Let's get them going, so we can stop wasting materials trying to repair these things. Go. Let's see. Oh, I saw something moving. We cannot store or export metal scrap. Why can you not store or export metal scrap? We have a place you can send metal scrap right here. That would be why we can't do anything, because it doesn't have any power. Alright. That gets me all the time. Okay. I always forget power. Alright, is there a place that's going to be easy to grab some power? From here, I don't know. Yeah, looks like it. And again, just to speed things up, we're going to replace this with a dirt path. Yeah, we're getting a lot of broken down vehicles messages. We'll see how many vehicles we can actually store here. Alright, we ultimately ended up 11 grand in the positive. That's not that much. This is not going to buy me a lot of time. Well, at least it won't be hurting for workers. That's for sure. Alright, we're gonna have fire trucks respond to that. That shouldn't be a problem. Is there a reason why we're not building? No fuel for crack construction train sets. Really? Okay, we're just not getting any fuel through. That's a lot of places. Ooh, you are looking like you've seen better days. Alright, well, some of that fuel will get through. And... yep, we're gonna have to hold another loan. This is not looking good. But... we'll see how it goes. Yes, I know you're broken. There's not much I can do about you right now. Well, I mean, I guess I could. It needs to be an open hull. It's relatively cheap because it doesn't have to do much. Yeah, we'll go with one of these. Well, it looks like the power line's finished. We just need to finish the substation. %. Right now, I mean, I'm not too terribly worried about the rail construction, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I could export that. You're still not getting any fuel. are you going? The gravel quarries. Yeah. That's where the fuel's going. Okay. Is there a cheap fuel truck? Yeah, let's go with you. All right. Your job. Load some fuel. Unload some fuel. All right, so that's built. This was gonna hold what? That was gonna hold mixed waste, I think. Unless it can't. I thought for sure it could. Nope, I must have got confused by something else. Oh well, it's fine. It looks like we can, we might need a lot of metal scrap storage. Well, we'll see what it ends up storing. Alright, we just need 0.6 tons of steel. Is it on its way? Indeed it is. Right there. Okay, looks like we must have picked up some of that metal scrap. Yep, that's what you're loading. Alright, yeah. I'd like to see this finished getting built. Okay, how are things over here doing? Coming along. Are you still planning all this stuff? Yeah. Can't build that yet for some reason. Okay, there we go. We have power. We're storing metal scrap. That is also storing metal scrap. Very well. This is not picking up steel yet. Alright, let's see if we can build that warehouse. Alright, well, I think what we'll do is go ahead and end the episode here. And we'll keep on plugging along. Alright, we were 20 grand in the positive. I mean, that's trending in the right direction. Trending in the right direction. Okay, yep, that has gotten that going. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and stop here. And we'll keep on plugging along. I gotta think about those wood exports. See if we could do something with them. I would need to see if I could rework a train to do it. I'll have to think about how that's going to work. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.